Hi, this is Mrs. D. Decker here to show you how you're going to get into your Amazing Race spreadsheet that's in Google Sheets. So first you want to get into your Google account. Screen where you can access, and it looks like a waffle, so I just click on it and you can go right to Sheets. Once you're in Sheets, you look for the file that I shared with you. It has the words Amazing Race in it and Sheet, so you can click on it. And once you get in it, you will just basically have like the name, student number, grade level, prompts, and then flight info, and then you will have to enter the rest of this data that I have here. I have more data that you need to enter, but for now, what we'll do is I'm going to show you how to first, you're going to first enter your name. You can even just enter your first name if you like, and then your student number, and then grade level. And then next you want to actually put in these column headings. That's what these are. We have date, departure city, departure time, arrival city, arrival time, cost, and airline. So I want you to enter all those column headings. And then our travel dates are actually going to be April 1st through April 4th. So you want to put those dates, and those are the dates you're going to be looking for when you do your searches. So you can put away right away, you can put 4/1 of 2016 and then put Milwaukee, Wisconsin, because that's where you're going to start. And then you should know your city by now, so you know where you're going to visit, so you can put that city. I'm picked St. Louis, Missouri. And then now you can go ahead and actually click on a new tab up here, and you can look for, it's called Expedia.com or any other travel site that I have on that sheet, and begin your search for flights. Okay, once you're in this screen, you want to make sure that you just go into flights. So you click on this, and there's different types that you want, and we want one way. So then we're going to start with Milwaukee, and just as a hint, Milwaukee's abbreviation is MKE, so that brings up Milwaukee right away. And then I want St. Louis, so I can just start typing in my city name, and you'll get some that come up, and it ends up being, oops, let's just start over. So you click on St. Louis, and then your departing date is actually April 1st, and you just have one adult, so then you can begin your search by clicking on the search button. Once you're in here, you'll get shown several flights. Usually it starts with the lowest price flight. Lots of times I take that first flight because it's cheapest, but sometimes you'll see the same price, so then you can start to look at other parameters like maybe the amount of time that you're going to actually be, the duration of the flight. Sometimes you want the lower one. I kind of like less time so that I have more time to enjoy my destination. Here this is like 3 hours. This is only 2 hours and 52 minutes. So actually these first two look like the best ones. So I'm just going to click on it. And you're not actually going to purchase these or anything. You're just trying to get more information, and then you can go back to your spreadsheet. So first off, if you recall, we needed to get the actual date, and we have that already, but the departure time. So I can just flip back and forth between Expedia and between my sheet. So here I want to get the actual time, so I'm picking this first one. So I just want this departure time. Oh, actually I'm in this screen, and I want to click on the actual time, and you can actually copy and paste. It actually worked. And then go into your departure time cell and just go Control V, and it puts it right in there. If you have to change like the font to make it a little bit smaller, you can just go right up here and just change it to like 10 is fine. So there's your time for that one. Now you want to find out your arrival time. So we're just going to go back into here, and here's the arrival. See, it says STL for St. Louis. And just go Control C and go back here and then enter it into your arrival time cell. Now the next thing you want to do is get the cost. I kind of remember the cost was $165. So here's the $165. Control C and then go back to your cost cell and go Control B and then enter the airline. And if I go back into the airline is actually United. Usually has like a little logo by it, so that's how you can kind of pick it out, but it's usually like right over here is in Expedia. Other software might have it in a slightly different place, but just kind of be looking for a logo. So here it says United, so I'm going to flip back to my spreadsheet and I'm going to type in United because that's I didn't think I was able to copy and paste that one. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to create a formula here where you want to actually add up all of the numbers that you're going to be gathering for your flights. So here I want to add the okay, once you enter this cost, you can start doing a formula here. So here I have a formula in here. It's the sum of these values. So like when you enter the rest of your data, you would have your total here already calculating. So if I was going to do this from scratch, I can actually simply wipe out what's in there, because you can edit your actual cells up here and in the cell itself. So here I'm going to click into the cell and I want to just add a sum function. If you don't see it on here, you can just click the more button and it should show up there, and I'm going to do a sum. And then I just want to sum these particular cells. So I just clicked and dragged, and then I'm just going to hit enter and it automatically calculates that total for you. So sometimes it takes a little time, so be patient. But once you get that total, then you can start doing some other data. But before we do that, I want to show you how you're going to create this nice little divider kind of thing for your titles. So if I was going to actually add my hotel info title, I would just simply click and drag so that I get across here. And this is what I want to merge. So I've selected the cells I want to merge, and then I'm going to click the merge cell function, and then it makes it into one. It's pretty cool. So now once you do that, then we can change the fill color to whatever color you like. Say I like, let's see, let's do purple. And so then now I want to add my text in here, so I can just click right in it. And then I also want to like maybe make the font a little bit larger, and then I want the indie flower. That's what I used for this. So then I'm going to start typing. So I want to say hotel info, and if you notice it's in black and it's in an Arial font. So now I'm going to select it so I can select the font I want. And then also, if you notice, it was hard to see it, so you might want to change the actual font color to white. So here I'm going to do that, and then if you notice, it's not centered like this flight info. So to center it is I'm going to go to my alignment command and actually press the center alignment. So there you go. And then now I'm going to start entering some hotel information, because I probably would check in St. Louis at a hotel. So I'm going to do my search for hotel by going into another tab, and I can just see a thing. You can close this because you already have your flight, and I'll go back to where you came from, and you can actually go to the home site again, and there was an option to actually select hotels. So here I can go to hotels, so click on hotels, and then the dates that you're going to check in, you enter your date there and your checkout date and just one guest, and then click on search. It takes a little bit, so be patient. Once that comes back, once it comes back, it'll give you a series of hotels, usually with the cheapest one first. And so here we have a couple here. So I'm going to pick this. I think I'm going to pick this one. It's only $108. So I can just copy and paste. Actually, if I go right into it, I'll actually be able to copy and paste it better. So here I just want to copy and paste this particular hotel. And remember the price is 108. So Control C, go back into my student thing, and then I'm going to enter it into this cell. And that's in St. Louis, and remember it was only $108. So I'm going to change this to 108. And then I have my formula down here which automatically will calculate. So when you get the first entry in, you can go ahead and do your formula. So you would actually do another sum formula, and here I'd already done this total. And then you would continue doing like your food, and you would do your entertainment. Now to look up like food, you would just go back into your search, and you can search right up here. You can say dining in St. Louis, and it looks like it pops right up. And then it gives you a series of different restaurants. Say I want to go to Vin Dissette. Looks like a French place. And then what you want to do is you want to go to their website so that you can tell. First of all, I'm going to copy and paste this right back into my spreadsheet. Well, that's the city, so I want the actual restaurant. And you only, now this may not be where you go for breakfast, it all depends. And so I'm going to go back to that site, and to find out what their menus are, you just go to their website, and usually they have a menus option somewhere, either a tab or a sidebar. So here's what they have. Now it's not looking like it's showing any prices here, unfortunately. So then you could probably just guess maybe, and depending on, see here they actually have lunch and dinner. And then, yeah, so if they don't have any prices, you could probably just put in $10 and I'd understand for that part. I'm hoping that you can find sites that actually have some money shown for that. So now for breakfast, and you can make up what you'd want. You can actually pick it off the menu. Now since this one doesn't even serve breakfast, you would actually put this one in the lunch one. So just go Control V, and then you can put in the lunch, and then you can find another place for breakfast. So here you can see what's on their menu, and then enter that, and then enter a value. And if you don't know a value, just put $10 for each of the meals you don't, and then I'll know that you probably weren't able to find the value for that. Now the next thing I want to show you is the entertainment. When you try to look for entertainment, you can do a search here. You can actually say tourist attraction in St. Louis, Missouri, and they'll show you different tourist attractions. So here I want to visit the Gateway Arch, so I could just click on that and then click on their website. And actually it's closed, but it will be open on April 1st, incidentally. So you want to actually click on buy tickets so you can find out the price of the tickets, and you only need to buy one. So here, if we want to find out, yeah, you just kind of have to read through so you can get to the prices. So here I'm continuing to the web store, and it says here you can take an adult tram tour for only $13. So there's your price. So I'm going to just copy and paste that back into my spreadsheet and put it under my attraction, or cost, I mean, $13. And then I want to change this to, it was called the Gateway Arch. So you can just type that in. Sometimes it's just easier to type it in. So Gateway Arch, and it was $13. So then that would total up here as part of your total as well. And then your grand total, here, this is the tricky one, but this is one where you want to make sure you grab all your totals in your whole spreadsheet. So I'm going to show you here that we're going to grab each of the cells by just adding them one after the other by using the control key. Use the control key and start adding in all of your totals. So this is the first total I want to include. And then you also want to add a plus sign so you know that you're adding those totals together. Still holding, now you can hold the control key down again. Then you're going to add that, add a plus sign, and then press the control key and then click on this total here. And then we're going to click on the plus sign. And then the last total is your entertainment one. And you're going to hold the control key and click on that total of $33, and then you're going to hit enter, and it'll automatically total all those totals. And then if you recall, I asked you to put in a formula for what you have left, which is simply the $2,000 budget I gave you minus whatever you get for this total would be what you have left. So the one with the highest amount left would get a prize. So I think that's pretty much sums it up. I hope this helps.